Hey guys, hello and welcome to my video library. This is Poonam from Paint and Clay Studio, and today in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to make these gorgeous looking ferns. Now these ferns I haven't used any cutters, and I have only used this silicone veiner to make these entire ferns, which looks neat and tidy and very nice. They can fit into any sort of arrangements you have. So let's get started and let's start making the ferns, for which we will be needing a silicone veiner, as I've mentioned. Also we'll be needing a cutting plier, some green floral tape to bind all the petals together, all the leaves together, some Vaseline and a brush to grease your veiner, and I'll be needing a knife tool. I'm using this knife tool. If you have any knife tool, be it your kitchen knife tool or the gum paste knife tool, or if you have a spatula, this kind of a tool, then also it's fine. I just need it for scraping the excess clay. I'll show you how to use the knife tool, and if possible I'll show you the other methods also. And you'll be needing some dark green clay, or for making this kind of light green fern you'll be needing the light green clay. So I'll mention the proportion of both the greens in the material, in the color composition picture. You can make any colored leaf if you're making a bunch, or if you're arranging into an arrangement where you're showing the aging of the leaf. There you can have light and green combination of leaves. Like that you can just play around with colors. So this is the dark green colored clay, and of course I'll be using a 26 gauge paper coated green wire, which is important, very important. Just in case if you don't have this wire, you can use a 28 gauge or 26 gauge white wire. That is also fine. Any wire will do. This green will not be visible here. Hardly you could see any leaf bottom. There are, but very less. That you can coat with the same green colored clay through which you're making the leaves. So I'll show you the green wire also and the white wire working also, so that you don't have any problems in working with both the wires. So let's get started. Now we'll start taking the green clay, and I should mention this very clearly here, that the green clay should be very hard. So if it is a softer clay, please don't work with the green clay, because then it'll be sticking to the veiner, be it any quality veiner. So you have to work with the hard clay. If you have a softer clay, then you can keep the green clay out in the air like that for say 15-20 minutes. After every 15 minutes you have to come and blend the clay, and again keep it for another 15-20 minutes, like that for maybe an hour or so, or till the time you reach to the perfect consistency which you like to hold, or which you think that it's harder to work with now. Then you can keep it. So whenever I have a very soft clay, I keep it for say an hour or so, kneading the clay 3 to 4, maybe 5 times after every 10-15 minutes interval. So probably that you can follow and make the leaves. So I need a harder green clay here, and that's the veiner. I'm gonna take some Vaseline in my brush, and I will start applying it into the veiner. I have to grease the veiner thoroughly, everywhere, even outside the veiner, here also. Just push the Vaseline in. Again I'll take some Vaseline, and I have to take all of them. So if you see this veiner, there are 1 and 2 and 3 single leaves, and this is an extra leaf, and this is the complete leaf. So you have 2 sizes of leaves in this veiner. You can make 2 sizes of leaves in this veiner. This is one small size leaf or a medium size leaf, and you can make a larger leaf using this is the tip of this part of the leaf, the fern, or if I explain it like this, this is the tip, and 1, 2 and 3, size 1, size 2, size 3 is like size 1, size 2, size 3, like that. You can keep going and keep making the leaf as big and as small as you want. And if you just want one leaf, then probably this is the veiner you have to use. So Let's start. I'll take the clay, blend it nicely. You have to blend it thoroughly. Blending is very important. And I have to push this clay into the cavity like this. Push it really good. Now I'll take my knife tool and I will have to scrape the excess just like that. Scraping the excess, you may take out some clay from the edges like this. Don't worry, we have to blend the clay again anyways. So that's the excess clay, and here you could see the clay is in one level. If you can't see one level, there is no point of making the leaf thick. You have to remove the excess clay as much as possible. Okay, now this cavity, the empty space around the veiner, you have to push it again re-push it until and unless you feel that the gaps are filled. Now there are no air pockets, there is no empty space, and while pushing you may end up in taking the clay outside the veiner, so you have to push it back like that. So push it back from the sides. Again, settle it nicely. Once you feel it's all covered, it's all filled now, then you have to take the veiner and pressure it from the back like that. You may end up in sticking the leaves into the veiner itself. That may happen. I'm not saying that it'll come out perfect in one go, but if you have that, don't get disheartened. It's a silicone veiner and you keep trying it again and again like this. Fold the leaves from the center like that. Make sure that these kind of chip ends are not there. Just try to keep them together and keep it on a apple tray to dry, or maybe a foam pad to dry on, so that you could flip it after some time. We have to insert wire into this, so you have to be very sure that the ends are properly secured and the wire could go in properly. So leave it to dry for say 10 minutes or so. By then this side will be dried. Then you flip it after 10 minutes and then we'll insert the wire. So total 20 minutes you have to keep it. Repeat the same process with all the cavities which you could see, and make as many as you want to make. For one leaf you will be needing one of this, two of this, two of this, two of this, for one leaf like this small. And this leaf size, if I be very precise, I'll be telling you this is around 8 centimeters. So this is 8 centimeter leaf. If you want to make a bigger leaf, then you can try with one. This will come anyways on the top, and then you can try with 2 or 4 of this, 4 of this, 4 of this, or maybe 4 of this, 4 of this, 6 of this. So you can keep increasing as much as you want, but be very sure that all the leaves are tightly and nicely secured. So repeat the same process with all the other leaves, and The leaves are now semi-dried. I have flipped the leaves after 10 minutes like this, and then again I have kept it like that. Now I'll take my 26 gauge white paper coated wire, or the 24 or 26 gauge, or maybe 28 gauge white or green, whatever wire you have, you can work with it. I'll remove a little bit of white glue on my hand like that. Coat the wire tip with glue. Take one leaf at a time and insert this wire into the leaf like this. It doesn't matter wherever it goes. It should not come out from any side. This bottom you can just roll, lock, or else you can add a little bit of more clay chunk here and roll it and lock it. Then it'll be done. I'll take the trimmer or the scissor and cut at least 5 centimeters of wire like this. If to keep, same thing goes with the green wire also, same method. If you have white, green, 26, 24, 28, whatever gauge wire you have, you can work with it. Just coat it with glue and insert it into the leaf. Lock the bottom and leave at least 5 to 6 centimeters and you are done. Repeat the same with all of them, including the first leaf as well, the topmost leaf. Here inserting could be a task. It may come and it may go into the leaves also. It doesn't matter. Wire is for support, it's not for anything else. Same method. And now you have to let it to dry completely. After insertion of wire, leave it overnight to dry completely. Let's start making the leather fern. So for leather fern, I'll be needing one main petal, one main leaf, the pointy leaf, which will be on the top part of the leaf, then 2 small leaves, 2 medium leaves and 2 large leaves, and you can increase as much as possible. Like in this one I have added 4 small leaf, 1 medium and 1 large. Like that you can keep playing around with the petals, with the leaves, and you can start making it. This is a 20 gauge paper coated wire. You can take an 18 gauge or 20 gauge. I think this would be great. 16 will be too thick and 22 will be like too thin. So 18 or 20 gauge green paper coated wire or normal wire, anything is okay. So, and this is the tape. I've shown you how to slit it. You have to take this leaf and join it with the main stalk like this. Perfect. Come a little bit down. Take the smallest leaf you have made, attach it over here. You can always add some glue if you wish to, and you have to see that this leaf should be longer than this leaf. So sometimes I just remove this petal and I add this leaf. Right now I'm not feeling like adding this leaf, or else it's always added in this way. I'll show you how. One leaf, then one leaf this side, the other leaf this side. These are the 2 leaves. Then one leaf bending this side, the other leaf bending this side, the other 2 leaves. It's going here and there, which is okay. Now if I wish to repeat, I can repeat another one like that, and then the largest. Like this, you can keep increasing the leaf size as much as you wish to. Like that, you can keep going and the leaf will be bigger and bigger and bigger. This is the leather fern arrangement. We just have to place these wires on the main stalk and our leaf will be done. I have assembled the leaves on the fern stalk. This is the way I have added the smallest, the medium and the large. If you wish to make a longer one, as I have done in these ones, as you could see here, I have added, this is the main stalk, the main top of the leaf, then these two are the smallest one, the two medium one, the two large one. Like that you can keep on adding the leaves as much as you want and as longer as you wish to. So this is the way you have to arrange your fern. I think it is looking a little empty, so probably later I will add another 2 or maybe 4 leaves here to make it look more complete. So like that you can make the ferns. And the last step is to color. I'm using Rose Madder Hue oil color. I'll take a little bit in my brush. I don't need a lot of it, just a little dry brushing I'd be requiring. So I'll take the brush and I'll keep a tissue in my hand, and I have to just unload this color, dab the color at the end of the leaves, at the edges of the leaves, like that. As many leaves have you made? There, all you have to do the same if you wish to. This is not at all necessary. Now I'll keep this brush separate and I'll take another brush, which is the blending brush, dry brush. It doesn't have any color in it, so I'll take the blending brush and I'll just rub the color off like this. By this, the color will be blended, the edges will be colored a little bit, which won't make a lot of difference. If you wish, you can add more color. If you wish, you don't have to add color, you can leave the color the way you want to do. Completely your wish to do your own way. That's how I'm going to color it, and my fern is ready. This is how the fern leaf looks. You can add the wire. You can just add a little bit of wire here, tape it, and you can combine 3 or 4 ferns together to keep it into one wire, or you can just let these ferns flaunt away their beauty just like that, only single leaf like that. So guys, this is the end of the video, and this is how I have done the ferns. You can make with lighter color, medium light green color, light green color. It looks so gorgeous with all the colors. So whatever colors you want to try with, you can try making your ferns. This is how they look, and that's a small little pine cone I had in my stock, so I'm just showing you how does it look. Till now I have used a lot of cutters to try ferns, but I tell you, this is the best way to try ferns, and the result is amazing, and it hardly is any efforts. You just have to put the clay in the mold and your leaf is ready. So this brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. And this is one of the leaves which I'm going to add in my spring arrangement for this year. So I hope to see you all again in the spring arrangement. And thank you again. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.